Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing. What's going on, fam? Hey, listen, man. I'd like to thank you all for tuning into the channel. And if you ain't never been here before, man, I want you to think about subscribing because we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. Hey, listen, man. Jamel Charlo, man, he fought this past weekend, man. He knocked out Jorge Cota. I believe it was the third or fourth round, man, in devastating fashion, man. And it's his partner in crime, Earl the Truth Spence, IBF welterweight champion. He was in attendance, man, and we got a lot of good footage, man. A lot of interviews, of Earl Spence. Shout out to Barbershop Conversation and the guy Fred. I was watching a lot of his footage, man, and I was just checking out Earl Spence's temperature, and he said a lot, man. He said a lot, man, and something that caught my attention was that, when they was talking about him versus Shawn Porter, man, and how he talked about Mikey Garcia and how in that fight he wanted to, pretty much show his boxing IQ and show his skills rather than just go in there and straight demolish him and get the stoppage. You know what I mean? I believe late in the fight, he did try to get the stoppage, but his whole, his game plan was to go and show his boxing IQ because, everybody was talking about Mikey Garcia's IQ, talking about Mikey Garcia's boxing ability, man, and just saying, Earl Spence was just a big brood and, that type of talk there, man. So, he said the fight against Shawn Porter, man, he's going in there and he's going to try to stop Shawn Porter. He said, man down, what I'm saying? He says he wants to punish Shawn Porter because of his daddy, Kenny Porter. You know what I mean? He said Kenny Porter talked too much. And I agree with that, man. A lot of the dislike for Shawn Porter is because of Kenny Porter. You know what I mean? Kenny Porter got this air about him, man, where it seems like he seems to think that he's above a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially us guys who do these videos on YouTube. You know what I mean? I heard him say not once, not twice. I heard him say several times about these little YouTubers who do the little YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not millionaires like your son, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't all up in our kids' pocket and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? But, we do this because we love the sport, a lot of us anyway. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to 1,000 subscribers, man, we put in hours and hours of time into this YouTube thing just out of the love of sport, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to reach 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. You know what I mean? You have to do a lot before you even get a red cent out of YouTube. And then, you know what I'm saying, once you cross that 1,000 subscriber mark and the 4,000 watch hour mark, you know what I'm saying, the money, it ain't like, you're going to get rich off of it anyway. You know what I mean? So a lot of us, we do this for the love of the sport, man. You know what I mean? And Kenny Porter, man, he rubbed Earl Spence the wrong way, you know what I mean? But Earl Spence, he spoke highly of Shawn Porter. He likes Shawn Porter. He knows Shawn Porter gonna come to fight, but he says he wants to punish him, because of his daddy's mouth. You know what I'm saying? He wants to stop him because of his daddy's mouth, man. I think this fight is gonna be a real good fight, man. Shawn Porter, I haven't had a chance to watch the Ugas fight until recently. You know what I mean? I've heard about it. I've heard that a lot of people think Ugas won, and you know what I mean, that was a very close fight. But I recently watched the Ugas fight, man, and I think Shawn did real good in that fight. You know what I mean? I think Ugas definitely came back in the later rounds, man, but I think Shawn showed a different facet to his game. You know what I mean? I think he showed his boxing ability. Shawn is very explosive, man. He's very fast. He got good footwork, man. Shawn's a good boxer, man. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely a good boxer. He is definitely an elite welterweight, man. And Earl Spence is not just going to go in there and mow down Shawn Porter. If he does, I'll be very impressed. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a very competitive fight. I do, man. I think Shawn Porter's going to come to fight. In his interviews now, you can see this air of confidence in him. He got this confidence about him when he talks about Earl Spence that wasn't there a year ago. There's no more stuttering when they asked him about Earl Spence. You know, when they used to ask him, Earl's not on my radar and you know, and all that. There's none of that now, man. He speaks assertive. He's telling you exactly what's going to happen. He wants Earl Spence, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to be a very explosive matchup. I did a video a week ago where I asked if you know, you guys are giving Shawn Porter a chance. You know, there was mixed reviews, man. You know what I mean? Some say no, Shawn Porter doesn't have a chance. Some say yes. You know what I mean? If you're a true fan of the sport, you know what I'm saying, if you really if you know your boxing, man, you know that Shawn Porter's gonna come to fight, and you know that Earl Spence is just not gonna come in here and maul over Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? If he does, I'll be very impressed. I'll be shocked, surprised, and impressed. But I do think you know what I'm saying, it will be, you know, a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? Now Earl may, you know, break Shawn Porter down, and he may stop him. But, you know what I'm saying, it's just not going to be a walk in the park. He's going to have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the first fight since Kell Brook that Earl Spence is going to have to work for. Kell Brook made Earl Spence work for that fight. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't really had to work for a fight since then. You know what I mean? He's been so dominant over each of his opponents since winning the IBF title, man, that, you know, a lot of people, you know, just thinks that he's God. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence is human, man. He's a very great fighter. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. But this will be the test. You know what I mean? If he dominates Shawn Porter the way a lot of people say that he can and that he will, then, you know what I mean, we can put Earl Spence in that conversation as being, you know what I'm saying, what they say that he is, man. But as far as the eyeball test, yeah, he passes that with flying colors, man. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to this fight, man. They haven't announced a date yet, but I believe I'm hearing sometime late in September. I really hope it's at the Barclays, because if it is, I'm definitely going to be in the building. This is one of those fights where, you know what I mean, you want to be there, man, because it's history. You know what I'm saying? It's history. Something's going to happen big, man. A big unification at welterweight. Something's going to happen big, man. But I definitely appreciate you all tuning into the channel, man. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to tap dance on that bell icon. Don't forget to you know, check me out on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Big Faces Worldwide. All one word. Come chop it up with me over there, man. Look a little bit into my personal life on Instagram, man. It's all good, man. But I appreciate you tuning in. In the meantime and in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting the sport that we love, called boxing. Peace. I'll holla back.